This is one of the most valuable and actionable videos that I've ever recorded. It's literally a full step-by-step course on how to build funnels, how to build advertorials, how to build landing pages and great sales pages. In the first bit of this video, I'm going to show you 3 examples of funnels that do 9 figures for different brands. And then step-by-step, I'm going to show you how to build advertorials yourself, how to build 5 reasons why pages yourself, how to build landing pages yourself, and how to build product pages yourself, all with examples from our clients where we built it for them. They did millions and millions of dollars in revenue. And at the end, I'm also going to show you what software to use and how to get a lot of the templates that I'm going to show you in this video. So stick with this through the end. It's going to be roughly 2 hours long. So enjoy, super actionable, and let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. Peace. So let's get started with the first example of PadLab Co. What you can see also in these funnel steps is that I always included the link where possible, so you can really easily click on here and it will take you to the page, right? So let's get into this. Sweet. This first example that we have is from JV Coffee. So what you can see here, and this is really interesting, I want to point this out, they run ads from their official account, right, from JV Coffee, but they also run a lot of, I like to call them whitelisted ads, right? This is what we're going to see with the other examples too. So what they do is they run ads from, for example, Natalie Marie, which is a person that is not directly affiliated with the brand and looks more like a natural person, right? And what this does is it's basically a top of funnel prospecting ads that really focus on the value proposition and also on FOMO to get the audience enticed and get them to click on the ad. So what you can see here, and the headline says, "Yup, this coffee is about to go viral." And then she's talking about her own experience, saying, "This coffee has been a serious game changer for me in my 2023 goals. Before, I used to spend at least 10 minutes every morning waiting for my coffee to brew, and now I'm out the door with a coffee in hand in less than 60 seconds, right? And then you can see I ditched my coffee pot, over 200 people love this, and then you can click here and it will take you through the next page. So what you can see from analyzing this ad is that it's playing with this virality effect, and it's basically installing FOMO in the prospect. Because when you see this ad, you're thinking, why do I not know this product, right? There are over 200 people that love the product already, and this product is going viral. Why did I not hear about this? So it kind of creates this fear of missing out, right? That you miss something. So this is a really great way to kind of get them into the funnel. And then what happens when the prospect clicks, they push the traffic to this pre-sale listicle. Really important, they don't directly push this traffic to a product page or offer page, they push it to a pre-sales page. And the listicle is basically a 10 reasons why page. So let's look at this page together, right? So the page is basically saying 10 reasons why this coffee is on everybody's 2023 wish list. And then you can see that they name 10 reasons, basically talking about the benefits of the products, why it's great, why it's sustainable and environment friendly, and then also money back guarantee. And they have a lot of social proof here. And then at the bottom, they have this call to action. So this is basically the whole page. You can see that they take time to take the prospect from being really cold lead to being a really hot lead, right? They take the time to take the prospect to the customer journey and get accustomed with the product and everything. So what happens when they click? They push the traffic to an offer page that I'm going to talk about in a second. But if the prospect doesn't click, if they leave the customer journey, they're getting a retargeting ad to get them again in the funnel, right? So it could be that you show them the ad, they click, they are on the pre-sales page, and then they just abandon because they don't think it's interesting or they don't have time at that stage. And then you retarget them with a middle of funnel ad, right? And you can see here that from their official JV Coffee account, they run this ad that's really focused on social proof and creating trust with the prospect so that they again click, right? So if you think about this, they have multiple touch points in the customer journey. And this, for example, is really focused on creating the trust. So what you can see here at the top, it's basically a testimonial from one of the happy customers. And then down here in the call to action section, it's also saying people are using this to make any style coffee in seconds, thousands of 5-star reviews, right? And then they basically push this traffic to the offer page. I'm gonna also click on the offer page so we can look at this. And here you can see the offer page, right? It's basically a really pretty product page where at the top you have the product section, and then down below you have some social proof, you have the main benefits and a comparison to other products, and then you have the main value proposition, product benefits, again a comparison to other products, and then basically these like couple of reasons why, and then social proof at the bottom. So really simple sales page, but this is made really well, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. So they push the traffic after they've been on the listicle to the offer page. Offer page then basically includes this product, and now I want to talk about why this is so well made. If you look at this page, it has the value proposition at the top, the fastest, easiest and most convenient coffee. Subscribe today and save on your first month's shipment. Then what they also have is they have the social proof, right? So they created trust. They say over 23,000 trusted customer reviews. And then what they say, limited release flavors are back in stock, right? And then down here, and this section is really well made, they pre-select this option of the highest AOV option, right? So 4 bottles, and call it the best deal. And then they include these like free gifts in the purchase. And what you can see, and this is basically how they bump up the AOV at the sales page, is that they pre-select the 4 bottles option, which is basically the highest AOV bundle offer. And then they also frame it as the best deal. And also, if you click through this, you can see that with 1 bottle, you are not getting the gifts, right? And with 3 bottles, you're already getting 2 gifts, but you want to go with 4 bottles because then you're getting this low stock milk frother, right? So this is what they're doing on the offer page to already bump up the average order value, right? So what they're doing here is they're using framing, and they are also giving you free gifts if you go for higher AOV bundle. So let's say on the offer page, you click on here, you click on select favors. What they do is they have a pop-up with the product selection, right? So with these 4 bottles, and then you can click through them. And then again, you see the free gifts that you're getting with the order. And then afterwards, you click to the checkout after you've selected the 4 flavors that you want. And then again, they remind you of the free digital receipt book, and they have this urgency here saying 15 minutes to unlock the magic coffee recipes, right? Now, let's talk through this. I've actually went through all of these checkouts and bought the products just to see what happens. So first of all, I abandoned the checkout because I wanted to see what happens. And then afterwards, I came back to buy the product to see what happens and to give you all of these emails, post-purchase upsells and whatnot. So let's say I didn't purchase. What happens is they actually send 2 abandoned checkout emails. The first one you can see here, second one you can see here. And I really like this flow. This is super interesting, and you should do this as well. The first abandoned checkout mail is a more basic abandoned checkout where they just say, hey, you left something behind, friendly reminder. Hey Carl, did you forget something at checkout? And then they have the call to action. And then if you click on the bottom, you basically are being pushed to your checkout to buy. Now, this is a more basic approach. The second email, which I found was really interesting, is that they sent this personalized flow, right? Which is saying, hey Carl, I saw that you visited our store but didn't complete a purchase, so I wanted to personally reach out to see if there was anything I could help you with. And then they have this video of Natalie. And this is what I found was super interesting, because what happens is if you click on the button in this mail, they push you to this page, which is a personalized message. It's kind of like a chat, right? Saying, hello Carl, so with your name, recorded a short video for you. You can reply here and interact with her, and then you can watch this video.
It's okay.
Right? And this is super smart. And then down here, come back and take advantage of our limited time 2-for-1 deal. And then you can click the call to action, and then it also pushes you back to the checkout, right? So if you don't react to this email in a certain amount of minutes, you're getting this email with the personalized message. And this is super important, because if your prospect feels like you directly talk to them and you really understand what they want and what they need, they are going to be more likely to buy. So Afterwards, I purchased the product. They don't have any upsells, post-purchase upsells whatsoever. So I just went through to the order confirmation page, and you can see that I bought the product. So this is the first one. This is from JV Coffee. Really interesting funnel. And what you can also see is that from A to Z, every single step in the customer journey is optimized, and this is super, super important. You can have great ads, but a shitty funnel and people are not going to buy. You can have shitty ads and a great funnel and people are not going to buy, right? It's super, super important that every single step of the funnel is dialed in, and we do conversion rate optimization for the whole part of the process, right? So this is the example for JV Coffee. Let's have a look at Pet Lab Co. First of all, of course, the ad, right? Let me take a sip of my coffee here. What they do first is they push out this prospecting ad too, right? Top of funnel ad, again, focus on value proposition and FOMO. And this is basically pretty similar. So what you can see here is this sad emoji saying this drains your dog's happiness. And then you see this dog laying on the floor. And then it says your dog's joints deserve the best. That's why we created this revolutionary joint care product that owners across America are loving. It has a value proposition, which is why the product is great, and also it answers the question, what's in it for me as a customer? And secondly, it talks about a lot of people in America already loving this product, right? So again, FOMO, you're like, why does everybody know this product and loves this product, but I don't have it for my dog? So what happens is they click on the ad and then they push the traffic to this pre-sale advertorial. I want to take a second and kind of show you the whole page. And again, I'll also link this so you can take your time and go through this in your own speed. So an advertorial is basically like a long form article that really subtle sells them. So this is from the angle of a vet, right? It talks about joint pain for the dogs and what you as a dog owner can do to keep your dogs active well into their golden years, right? So it's basically written as an article, so you can scroll through this, scroll through this. It's not selling you on anything. It's really, really informational. And then only at the bottom, they introduce the product. So you can see here at the right hand side, it's after 75% of the page, they introduce the product. At this time, the prospect is really hot. It's really similar to the listicle with the 10 reasons why the JV Coffee has, because you are not understanding that you're being sold a product until it's too late, until you're too far in the funnel, right? So this is also really, really well made. And then down here, you can see that they have the call to action. So they have this pre-sale advertorial, and then again, either way you click on it, then they will push you to the offer page. If you don't click on it, you're getting a retargeting ad. And this is what I found was super, super interesting, because the retargeting ads are also pretty similar across all of these funnels. They are mostly based on social proof and happy customer testimonials, because they are targeted at taking the objections and anxiety of the prospects and the target audience. So here, for example, they have this testimonial of this dog owner that was having objections at first and didn't believe that this product was great, but then she finally decided to buy the product, and now she's giving the founder of the brand a 1 minute something testimonial about why this product is great and changed her life. Think about this for a second. You have a prospecting ad. People read through this, but then maybe not click through it because they don't have time. And then they get this retargeting ad from a dog owner that's talking about, I was skeptic, but then I decided to buy, and it's super, super amazing product, right? You're so enticed to buy after getting this testimonial and getting the social proof. So what happens then is they push you to the offer page. Again, I linked the offer page, so let's have a look at it in a second. This is the offer page, so they have the product section at top, they have the reviews from Trustpilot, they have a customer testimonial, they have the product benefits section, and then you can select the quantity. Again, here it's talking about the product, and then further down they have a lot of social proof, press releases, and then more product benefits, breakdowns, and videos and everything. Right, so also really, really great sales page, as you can see. And what I wanted to put emphasis on is that they are having a lot of efforts on increasing customer lifetime value and increasing average order value on the sales page. So this is what I found super interesting. What you can see here on the left-hand side, they are increasing customer lifetime value by pushing the prospect to go for the subscription option. They pre-select the subscription option, right? And if you click on the one-time option, they have this big red arrow saying, hey, if you go for the subscription option, you're getting a gift and it's way better, right? So they make the subscription option way more attractive. And then what they also have in order to increase average order value is they have these cross sales above the call to action. So they are basically taking multiple measures to increase average order value and customer lifetime value. So basically the value of your customer on the sales page, which I found was done really great. Now what they do is they push you to the checkout, right? And in the checkout, you can see again, they have these cross sales as today's top deals, where you're basically getting this product for 50 or 70% off. So me as a dog owner, when I'm going through this and I'm buying all of this and I'm already at $80, right? And then they give me these small salmon bites for $5. Of course, I'm going for that, right? And for them, it's a super smart way to increase the average order value. Now again, for a second, I didn't purchase. It took some time just to get the abandoned checkout email. And here it's pretty simple. They push this one email saying, hey, you left something behind. And then if you click on complete order, they are pushing you back to the checkout page. So I went through the checkout and here, really interesting. They are doing multiple measures also in the checkout process to again bump up the average order value. So they have this upsell page here that you can see, which is a one-time offer. Basically, after you put your credit card details in, they tell you, hey, thank you for your purchase. Before you go, today only, we have this special deal that you can buy, right? Which is really enticing because at this point in the customer journey, the customer's dopamine is at the highest. They just bought the product and now they're getting this one-time super special offer and you're really likely to go for this and buy this. So you can see at this part, we've bought the product and now we're at the order confirmation page. So you can see that they took multiple measures to bump up average order value and customer lifetime value throughout the funnel in multiple steps on the funnel. And now, what I found super interesting, it doesn't end here. After you've bought the product, they're pushing out these post-purchase ads, right? Which is basically a really personal ad from the founder talking about, hey, thank you for joining the Pet Lab Co family. As part of your recent purchase, you get access to our exclusive Facebook group, Pet Lab Co Advisor, completely free. Join a community of over 80,000 Pet Lab dog owners for free tips and tricks on taking care of your pup. Ask questions, etc. And I was like, okay, why are they pushing this ad out? But then I clicked, right? This is super smart. Basically, you've bought, you're part of the Pet Lab tribe, right? And now what they want to do is they want to put you in this community to increase customer lifetime value. And you can see that at the time of recording this video, it's already at over 123,000 members, right? So there's so many people in this group, and it's basically a gold mine for Pet Lab Co to have this community. And here's why. It's basically direct access, and it's also, if you look at the ladder of the customer journey, the highest point in loyalty that people can reach is a community, is a group where they spend their time in, right? Where they're across like-minded people and they're in this environment of pet owners and they are super happy, and it also gives crazy value to this brand of Pet Lab Co. simply because it's a crazy asset to have a community, right? It's even more valuable than an email list because in the community, people actually spend time chatting with each other, having discussions about products. And what you can do as a brand owner, you can also ask questions to your community, for example, to widen your product portfolio. So before pushing out new products, you can test them in your community and get product market fit and product validation before then launching a new product. So this is why the community is super super important. And what you can also do in the community is have new exclusive releases before everybody else, which is going to entice these members to buy new products and come back and come back and come back, right? And this is also a key differentiator to other brands. Because let's say there's a competitor that's also selling dog products, but they don't have a community, they don't have these post-purchase ads and stuff. You're more likely to buy again from Pet Lab Co. because you have more emotional and a stronger connection to Pet Lab Co. in the community because maybe you found friends here, right? So that's why this is super, super smart. And now let's look at the last example from Nubrew. This is from Martin. I'm also releasing a podcast that I did with him soon. He's a super, super smart guy. Shout out to you, bro, if you see this video. Super smart guy. And if you can watch the podcast too, super, super interesting to kind of get an understanding of how he works and how he built all of this, right? So what I did here is also reverse engineer his complete funnel. Now, what you can see here, the brand is called Nubrew, but in the prospecting ad, in the top of funnel ads, they also run ads through other pages, right? Similar to JV Coffee, they run ads through other pages that are not directly related to Nubrew. So here you can see, for example, from Mind and Body, they are running these ads, which is saying, I know this sounds unbelievable, but I'm 66 and this has made my memory and energy levels better than when I was 25. And then it says, bring our brains back to life. My brain feels razor sharp again. Learn more. And then what happens is, if you click on that, they push you to this pre-sale advertorial. This is similar to what you've seen with Pet Lab Co. because it's also written like a newspaper article, right? So what you can see here, how a British engineer used this strange new smart powder to feel like he got his brain back. I know this sounds unbelievable, but at 57, this made my brain and memory like it was when I was 25. And then it's basically a long form article, which is mimicking the style of the New York Times. And then down here, it pushes you to the sales page. So same thing with the Pet Lab Co. advertorial. It really gets you in. It talks about the value proposition, about the pain points, and agitates your problem. And then after around 50%, they introduce the call to action, right? So again, what happens if you don't click? You're being retargeted. Again, funny enough, similar to the other funnels, you're being retargeted with a social proof ad which whole goal is it to really build the trust with you and take your objections. So what you can see here is this customer, which is also looking like the target audience because it's like an older woman, saying, I was very skeptical when I tried Nubrew Advantage, but was thoroughly surprised. I've been giving to my husband who has short-term memory loss. He has been taking for 3 months now and he has more energy and is definitely better than he was, right? 5 stars, amazing. And then again, learn more. And then again, from the advertorial, you can either click directly to the offer page or you're being retargeted with the social proof ad and then they push you to the offer page. Now, amazing offer page, right? Let's go through this. Again, it has the main value proposition at the top. Natural drink containing 11 clinically proven ingredients to support your brain's health, performance and mood. Doctor approved and backed by over 100,000 studies. And then they have the main product benefits here. Made in the UK, money back guarantee, GMP certified, all that stuff. Social proof press releases, core benefits of the product, ingredients of the product, comparison to what it would cost to take those as a supplement, again, ingredients. And now they have this offer section. And what I wanted to emphasize here is in this offer section, they push the 6-month supply, so the highest offer bundle as the best value, right? So this is what they do to increase average order value. They make this the most attractive option. They reframe you on thinking that this is the most attractive option that you should be going for, which is like £129. And this is how they can bump up AOV at this point, right? So let's say we click and buy, right, in the checkout. Then what you can see is they have this super, super well organized one-step checkout. And then if you purchase, If you didn't purchase, you're getting this abandoned checkout email. If you purchase, they push you through 3 upsell pages. And this is what I found super, super interesting. With Pet Co, they had 1 upsell page, and with Nubru, they have 3 upsell pages, which are all focused on bumping up AOV. So basically, you get 3 one-time offers to different products to bump up your AOV, and then afterwards, you're being pushed to the order confirmation page. So you can see that they take so many measures in the journey. For example, like 4 measures to bump up your average order value. Or what you can see here is they also take 3 measures to bump up AOV, 1 measure to improve customer lifetime value. With Javi, for example, they have this 1 measure to improve AOV, but which is working super, super well. And again, with Nubru and with Pet Co, every single step of the funnel is dialed in. Every single step, right? From the prospecting ad to the pre-sales page, to the retargeting ad, middle of funnel, to the offer page, checkout, post-purchase, upsells, and then, the order, obviously, right? And then again, with Pet Co, they even go as far as pushing you into this community, which is also super smart. So, now that you have a good high-level understanding of the whole funnel structure, I want to dive deeper into advertorials, right? So now I'm going to break 2 advertorials of clients of ours step by step, literally sentence by sentence, so you can get a really good understanding of how they work. So as you can see here, I've brought you 2 funnels. The first one is from PHC Beauty and the second one from Primal Harvest. Both clients of ours, and they both make millions with advertorials. So the first one is a beauty brand, PHC Beauty, right? So if you check out the website, this is PHC Beauty. You can see a lot of great products in the skincare and beauty niche. And basically for them, they've just been crushing it with advertorial funnels. So let's get straight into this. So one of their products helps solve facial redness, right? So for that, we wrote this advertorial, as you can see here. So in the first above the fold, you can see that we basically show the desired transformation in the before and after picture. And then we also have a hook saying facial redness is no longer an obstacle for me. So basically, this is really great in the above the fold where you directly talk about the desired situation or showcase it in an image. And then also you want to do it with the headline. And then what we do, what you're going to find throughout this whole advertorial, is that it's basically a point of view story, right? So it's basically a point of view story from the customer who's trying this product. So as you're going to see with this one, it's basically a whole point of view story, right? So we open up everything with the storytelling, where we have the writer say, hey, it was one of those days when everything seemed to be going perfectly. I had come to my office ready to take on the world, but then it happened. When I looked in the mirror, I noticed that my cheeks were suddenly covered in an intense blush. I was shocked. I had never had such problems with facial redness before. And then we basically talk about, we open up the current situation and the pain points, right, that the reader has to make it relatable. So at that moment, I just want to sink into the ground. My self-confidence dwindled and I hardly dared to leave the office. Upon closer inspection, I noticed the many small red veins that were visible on my skin. It was an unexpected slap in the face, literally and figuratively. I rummaged through my makeup bag looking for a miracle cure to hide the uncomfortable redness. When I got home later, I felt the emotional toll of that day. Had anyone in my office noticed the redness? Did they perceive me differently? Right, so basically the opening paragraph is this point of view story from the writer that we introduce here, where she has a big problem in the office and we write it as a really relatable story. So that's the first paragraph. Then the second paragraph, right, we basically talk about the motivation from the writer who experienced the story to take action. So we say, this event marked a turning point in my life. I decided to deal with the issue of facial redness in depth and find a solution. I no longer wanted to be plagued by this problem. As a health editor, I began my research, came across a large number of reports from people who also suffered from facial redness. They were burdened with a feeling of shame and insecurity, especially in the cheek and nose area. Suddenly, I realized that I was not alone. These experiences show me that facial redness is experienced differently by each individual, but they had all had one common wish: to reduce the redness and regain their quality of life. So here we talk about the desired situation and the common goal, again, to make it relatable with the reader. If you watch my videos, you see me talk a lot about current situation, desired situation, right? And this is why we play with both. Here we talk about the current situation, here we talk about the desired situation. Go on. I realized that there's a deep connection between skin and psyche. Our external appearance can have a significant impact on our well-being. But what could be the cause of this facial redness? Is there a deeper reason that explains the seemingly superficial problem? And then, right, so here we talk about the opening, we talk about the writer experiencing a really bad moment, pain, current situation. Then we talk about she decides to take action about this, talk about the desired situation. And then the third paragraph, right, we then basically explain the problem, right? So again, this whole advertorial is really, really educational. So we start to explain it. I realized that facial redness is not a one-size-fits-all issue. There are a variety of triggers ranging from temperature changes to stress. UV rays from the sun can also affect the skin and cause persistent redness. Then we start a mental fire raising, right? So fragrances and skincare products also have a negative effect on skin prone to inflammation. So we directly, we subtly tell them, hey, if you don't watch out what skincare products you buy, this can have a really negative effect on your skin. Then we talk about fragrances can be irritating and put additional strain on sensitive skin. For skin that is prone to inflammation, this can lead to further irritation, redness, and even breakouts. To minimize the negative effects of fragrances and inflamed skin, choose fragrance-free skincare products. Look for products that are explicitly labeled fragrance-free or fragrance-free. Yeah, here's a quick translation issue because this was written in Germany. So we talk about quality features, then we talk about the presence of skin diseases such as cupuros and rosacea can also lead to facial redness. This redness occurs due to a genetically determined dilation of the blood vessels in the face and does not fade on its own. Dermatologists therefore differentiate between temporary and permanent forms of facial redness. It is amazing how facial redness that persists over a long period of time can become a debilitating challenge that significantly reduces the quality of life, particularly as we age and the skin loses thickness, the visible veins become more and more present. But how many people actually suffer from this problem? I wonder if there are people in my daily environment who are affected by it. Perhaps we simply do not consciously notice it, as those affected cleverly hide the fact that they are struggling with facial redness, an invisible burden that many of us could carry. So again, in this third paragraph, we now educate the reader on what is causing the problems for him, right? Like, why does he have these pains? Why does he have these problems? We already talk about what they have to watch out for. And then again, we tie it to a big problem and pain point. And then to make it even worse for the reader and increase the pain, in the fourth paragraph, we talk about the consequences of facial redness. So here you can see facial flushing can be more than just a temporary cosmetic problem. A recent study has shown that it can also have serious mental health implications. So we not only talk about the problem, but we talk about the underlying, deeper, bigger problem, right? Problem number one, facial redness. Problem number two, that's way bigger and way deeper, mental health implications. The results are alarming. People who regularly suffer from facial flushing report increased stress, anxiety, and lower self-esteem. I am convinced that it is irrelevant whether the redness of the skin is purely aesthetic or persistent. This is where the connection between the psychological state and the appearance of the skin comes into play, which I already mentioned at the beginning. If the skin does not look right, the psychological state suffers. Self-esteem decreases. However, if you feel psychologically attacked, this can have a negative effect on the skin, a long-lasting vicious circle. There must therefore be products to take break of this vicious circle. By searching for a solution to my problem, I came across a post in a Facebook group where an affected person shared their experiences. So here you can see we talk about the problem of a problem. Again, we talk about this whole discovery process, right? Because with advertorials, you always want to make it like some form of discovery that the writer has, and they want to share this with the reader. Again, keeping it educational. So when I noticed a few months ago that my face was increasingly plagued by unpleasant redness, I was deeply concerned. At 46, I had hoped that I would have left my skin problems behind me long ago. But instead, I was faced with this new affliction that was seriously affecting my self-esteem. Every look in the mirror was a torture and I felt insecure and unattractive. I went through numerous doctor visits and tried different skincare products, but nothing seemed to really help. The redness got worse and I was desperate. It was a dark moment in my life where I wondered if I would ever find a solution to my problem. So here we then talk about the aha moment. We start to introduce the solution. One day, I came across a story of a woman who had similar skin redness to mine. She described her ordeal and how she finally discovered a special cream that changed her life. In her distress, I decided to try it too. I'm honestly impressed that I can already see significant improvement after just 2 weeks. The instructions on the packaging say that the cream should be used continuously for 6 weeks, and I plan to stick to this exactly. It makes me feel somewhat relieved, and I have great hope that this particular cream can help me and hopefully other sufferers too. Of course, I couldn't help but become curious and wanted to find out the secret of this special cream and what makes it different from the other creams. So you can see we even still don't show the product, but we introduce the solution, we introduce this new unique mechanism that helps the reader, and then we also not directly say it because we want to build up tension. We want the reader to be like, what's the secret? Like, what's the special sauce, right? I want to have this. So then we show this exciting discovery. Here again, we have the before and after transformation, right? The desired situation. Then we say, after extensive research in various forums and studies, 3 crucial aspects emerged that both those affected and experts consider to be particularly relevant for the treatment of facial redness. It seems that this special cream fulfills all of these components. And here we start explaining the product, right? But we, again, and that's why I wrote this, we talk about product benefits, not about product features. So these 3 are the immediate effect. So the cream is designed to cover the red skin areas quickly and effectively so that those affected can quickly move about their everyday lives confidently and without shame. Long-term effect. So in addition to this immediate effect, that also has an effect in the longer term and reduces its intensity, and it's fragrance-free. Again, you remember in the second or third paragraph we talked about that the skincare product shouldn't have any fragrance, so the cream should be fragrance-free as they can irritate the skin and worsen inflammation. So after reading the experience report of those affected, I was determined to try this special cream too. I could literally feel the relief that they had described. During my research for the cream, I came across the website of a German manufacturer that is particularly known for its highly effective products. There I discovered this cream called Sensitive Skin Coat Plus Face Cream, which is available in selected shops and online. What immediately appealed to me were the numerous positive product reviews. Nevertheless, I decided to examine the cream and its ingredients more closely to convince myself of its quality. Before I tried it myself, I already got some information on the product website. The Sensitive Face Cream contains a unique formulation of ruby stem, which I never heard of before, but I will tell you more about it below, and purslane. The minerals in purslane ensure good blood circulation and oxygen supply to the skin. This increases metabolism and also the speed of cell regeneration. This helps you if you want to quickly relieve and reduce inflammation. And I read something else important on the site. The cream's formula has a calming effect and is completely fragrance-free. This makes the cream ideal for sensitive skin and skin prone to inflammation. So what you can see here in this paragraph, right, exciting discovery, we first talk about the 3, basically the 3 quality aspects that the product should have, and then we say, let's look at the product, and then we say this product matches all of those 3 quality aspects. So you can see the advertorial is really educational. We take the reader at the hand and walk them through the whole process of having a problem, trying to find a solution, testing different solutions, finally finding one solution that works, testing this specific solution to make sure it's quality. And also what you're going to see is that the writer still is somewhat critic, right? So the writer doesn't just say, I found this product, it's amazing. The writer says, hey, I found this product, it seems good, but I still want to try to make sure it actually works. And we do this to step by step not only build a really big pain and a really big tension in the reader, but also for the reader to trust the author and the writer, and to also step by step let down their mental guard, right? Because if we would do it too quickly, they would just be like, this doesn't feel right. Now we start introducing the actual product. So if you look at the bigger picture, we have the above the fold section, right? Then we have the second paragraph, third, fourth, fifth paragraph. So we have 5 sections, 5 paragraphs before we show the actual product. And here, again, we introduce RubyStem, this active ingredient, and which is basically the unique mechanism. So you always want to make sure to have a unique mechanism so that you're not comparable to anything else that's on the market. So basically we say, I wanted to take a closer look at the active ingredient RubyStem, which is the unique mechanism, which was unknown to me, and I found out that this information on the website and the link study. So it's a biotechnologically derived plant stem cell extract, what a word, from Centella asiatica, right? So the plant is known from traditional Indian medicine. The extract was specifically developed to target visibly reddened and damaged dilated capillaries. It helps to reduce the first signs of rosacea and restores a clear complexion. So RubyStem has powerful antioxidant properties and helps to reduce inflammation and vasodilation. It protects the capillary environment and offers a novel approach based on the repair and stabilization activity of collagen and laminin on the capillaries. These results suggest that RubyStem may have promising effects on the symptoms of rosacea, particularly redness and dilated blood vessels. I highly recommend you order the cream and experience your wrinkle-free face. Then take your old anti-aging cream and compare it to the Super Lift anti-aging cream. Experience how much more even and smooth your skin looks, right? And see if your confidence doesn't improve as a direct result. If you don't see a dramatic difference in your wrinkle reduction, one that is noticeable, that you notice it right away, then return the cream anytime within 30 days and I will give you a prompt refund, right? So here we have risk reversal. Due to the numerous positive reviews and the information about the product, I was determined to finally try this myself. So here we say dramatic results. When I applied the cream for the first time, I immediately felt my skin calm down. The formula is incredibly gentle and therefore ideal for my skin. My skin is much calmer overall and the redness has reduced significantly. In addition, the cream provides my skin with sufficient moisture and promotes blood circulation, which contributes to a healthy and radiant appearance. But is my personal experience alone meaningful enough? Here again, right? Being critique. That's why I would like to share some testimonials from other users that I came across during my research on the internet. Customers rave about the immediate effect that lasts on all without any fragrances. Ideal for rosacea and redness. So here we then show different testimonials and then we have the first call to action and the scarcity frame. So test availability now. Then below that we have an FAQ section and then we have again a call to action with scarcity frame, right? And then just down below at the bottom of the page we have social proof, we have authority and trust elements, we talk about the shipping information, payment options, and this is basically the end of the advertorial. Then if you would click on this call to action, it would then take you to this sales page, right? Also a really long form sales page that is done really, really well, right? Don't want to tap myself on the shoulder too much, but obviously this is in terms of conversion optimization, everything we know, like all of the special stuff. So basically, let's look at this high level. We have social proof at the top. We have a value proposition. We have different bundles where they save a lot, right? We have really, really high-end product images with a breakdown, with benefits, value proposition. We have the delivery time. Again, we have more social proof. We have like a small listicle with all of the value proposition benefits. We have a quick video VSL with authority brand association. We have all of the breakdown, how to use it. We have ingredients. We have a trust badge. We have clinically proven effect. And then you can see a great hook, a great headline that is basically used everywhere is that you get a certain result in a certain time frame. So that's what we have here. And then we just have some more sections about the product, about proven results, about the unique mechanism, right? How we derive it, where it's from, how to use the product, Q&A, bundling, all of that, call to action, social proof, testimonials, right? Again, I don't want to break this down step by step because this video is about advertorials. But if you want to really get a deep dive into how to build a sales page or product page, then check out the other video on my YouTube channel. I'm also going to link it down below. And then basically if you buy it, it's going to push you to the cart, right? And then you can buy. So this is advertorial / sales funnel number 1 for this product. What I also want to do is show you a different advertorial example, just so we can walk through 2 different ones and you can also see one for supplements, right? So this advertorial, let's first look at it in its completion. Basically, this is the advertorial. You can see that it's a bit more structured, bit more visual elements, right? And that we also have the sales elements, and you can actually buy on this page, right? So what do we do, or what is this advertorial? Basically, at the beginning, right, we make it look like an article that questions how effective multivitamin supplements are, and also what is the best multivitamin for this year, right? And as you can see here, we open up with this organic looking content, right? Just so that it's written from Liz. She's a health contributor. It has been published just 2 weeks ago. And then we basically start with like a curiosity driven hook, right? So we start with the question, why does your body even need vitamins, right? And then we showcase all of these healthy products, and then we basically give a breakdown, right? Simply put, your body needs vitamins to function properly and stay healthy. Vitamins perform a wide range of tasks, such as keeping your bones, fortifying your immune system, and giving you sustained energy throughout the day. Then we also tell people, hey, these are some of the most common nutrient deficiencies that people have. And then we ask another question, right? We always have curiosity hooks in this one. Why supplement with a multivitamin, right? So research shows that nutrient deficiencies spread widely across the US population, despite their essential role in human health and well-being. So if you think there's a gap in your diet, or you just want to put your mind at ease when it comes to staying healthy, a multivitamin can act as a nutritional insurance to keep your body in tip-top shape. Some common sign of nutritional deficiencies, right? And then we basically say, hey, let's make a comparison, right? Us versus them comparison, and also introduce the product and say, is the primal multivitamin really the best multivitamin? And then we compare it to like other products with the key ingredients. You can see that they are pretty similar, right? But then what we do is we have this one unique outlier, right? Which we are then also explaining is this unique mechanism and what every multivitamin should have. And then we also say price anchoring, right? So try to avoid if it's priced over 50 or under $20, right? And this really kills out all of the other ones. And in this us versus them comparison, you can really see that this is clearly the winner. Then also more important criteria, right? This is the only one with a 90-day money back guarantee, and offers a subscription service, and it's third party tested. And then we start breaking down, right? All of the ingredients, again, qualifying features, the benefit listing, the ingredients to have in this multivitamin, and explain the function of all of those themselves, right? Then we also give a tip, because again, this whole advertorial is written from Liz for the reader. We want to keep it educational. We say, hey, take your multivitamin with breakfast every day. You will start the day off on a positive note, knowing that you've just made a healthy choice that will help you take it the day ahead. Then top 4 things to have in your multivitamin, right? Again, qualifying features, high quality ingredients, where we break down exactly what should be inside of it. We also showcase basically the supplement facts. We again say, hey, unlike some other brands, Primal Multivitamin has nothing to hide. We are big on full ingredient transparency so that you can see exactly what goes into our products. You can see every ingredient. It's designed to help you. And then we basically break down all of this stuff. And then we have the first call to action. Then secondly, we talk about comprehensive benefits. Again, we want to list the benefits, and we really want to break down what's inside of here, and also what it does, right? Supports energy levels, promotes mood, foundational health support, and it supports a healthy immune system. It skin supports, and it has, again, the 21 key vitamins and minerals. So as you can see here in the beginning, we said, what do they need, right? And then we qualify ourselves on these features. Then we basically give them trust and safety. So we say, hey, safety and satisfactions, our products are made in the US, globally sourced ingredients, rigorous testing. We also have a risk reversal, so 90-day money back guarantee. We do some objection handling and framing, right? And say this is affordable for all. We show a bunch of happy customers, and then we say staying on top of your health should be simple, which is why we give you all of the nutrients you need, just in a single capsule, so that you can spend your day focusing on what matters to you. And then, we talk about the subscription, because obviously you want to also have a great customer lifetime value and you want to push more people into this subscription. And then as you can see here, we make this bundle look way more sexy and attractive. So that they can subscribe, and then also we give them different options to buy, and then we also give them the one-time purchase options, where basically here we this is pretty typical what you want to do, right? Especially in supplements, you always want to have 3 offers. You want to put the best one in the middle, and then you want to have like 3 different price points, for example. So in this case, $30, $143, and $77. And then you also want to make the one in the middle visually the most appealing, stand out, which is what we did here with the gold instead of the green background. Then again, risk reversals, so 100% refund policy, social proof, videos and text reviews, which we have here at the bottom, which is pretty straightforward. Another call to action. Again, another section talking about the product, why it's great. And then that's basically the full page. So now you've seen 2 different versions. One is just the advertorial, then the sales page, then checkout. This is basically a bit of a 2-in-1 page, where we first have like a really educational aspect to it, and then down below we then also have a buying section. Now that we've went through the advertorials, in the next video I'm going to show you how to build landing pages, right? Again, with 2 examples of client of ours. This is going to be super actionable, so enjoy. The landing pages that we are going to break down together. What you can see here is that I've literally broken down every section, right, step by step, just so you have a good understanding of, first, what are the sections that you're going to need on your landing page, and second, what does every single element on these pages mean, right? The 2 companies that we're going to have a look at today are first Coconut Beauty, right, which is one of the biggest skincare brands from Spain. It's basically a beauty company, right? And then, yeah, what you can see here. And then secondly, we're going to have a look at the Female Company. Female Company is basically a company from Germany that sells underwear and all of the stuff in the female wellness niche, also like tampons and period accessories or period underwear. You're probably familiar with this product, right? So just so you can have a good understanding of this. So the first landing page we're going to have a look at is from Coconut Beauty, which is more a beauty product, right? Like a desirable product. And then the second product landing page that we're going to have a look at is from Female Company, which is more of like a functional product that solves a problem. Right? So that's why I wanted to focus on these 2 landing pages in this video, just so you can see that most of the sections are actually pretty similar, right? And really, what's the difference when you sell a product that gives the customer a certain desire, or whether you sell a product that's more functional and solves a certain pain point for the customer, right? Like, what are the differences in the copywriting? What are the differences in the sections? So basically what I'm going to do now is first jump into the Coconut Beauty landing page, and then after we have gone through that, I'm going to go through the Female Company landing page. So super excited for this one. Now let's get into the details here and make this nice and big. So basically what you can see that here on the left hand side, I always explain this section, and then I have basically these red arrows that point to certain elements on the page. So first of all, let's have a quick look over the page, just so you can get a first understanding of what the page looks like, and then we're going to break it down into different sections. So this is basically the whole landing page. This is used for paid acquisition traffic. So basically the first section, right? This is the first section that you can see here. The way that I like to think about it is the first stuff that you can see on the screen without scrolling down. Right? So that's basically the first section. And the first section is also the most important section of the whole landing page, right? Because whenever a prospect clicks from the ad, whether that's a YouTube ad, Google ad, Facebook ad, and they land on the landing page, you only have a couple seconds, right, to make a good first impression and also to keep them on the page. So what we have to do in this first section is really grab their attention and convert it, right? Like, we really want to grab their attention and keep them on this page. So basically, on a high level, the most important things that you need to include on this landing page is, first of all, the value proposition and the benefits. Because the number one question that goes through your prospect's mind is, what's in it for me? Right? We are all super egoistic, especially in the customer journey, and especially when we are buying stuff. We are always asking ourselves, okay, what's in it for me? Right? Like, why should I buy from this company? Why should I specifically buy this product? What do I get out of this? So that's number one. That's why you have to have a really great value proposition, great copywriting that answers this question for them, right? So that they have, on the first guess, they have a good understanding, okay, this is what it's all about, and this is why this is perfectly for me. Secondly, you want to have lots and lots of social proof, right? So you want to have a lot of reviews, you want to show customers, maybe press releases, testimonials, right? Everything you can do to build social proof and trust. Because we can make the most amazing claims, we can write the most beautiful value proposition, have amazing copywriting, but if we don't deliver trust, or if we don't show them social proof, they're just not going to believe it. And then lastly, you always want to have a clear call to action to buy the product. So this essentially, if you master these three things in the first section of the landing page, you're already doing an amazing job. So essentially, this section is designed to address the target audience, address their pain or their desire, and show the solution and create trust. So you need an easy to understand and relatable headline and some sort of wow factor that triggers action. So this is the explanation for section number one, right? You may want to read through this explanation a couple of times just to have a good understanding. This is everything that you need to get done in the first section. So let's have a look at how we've translated this for Coconut Beauty. So basically what you can see here that on the left-hand side, we have a bit of text, call to action, some elements, and then on the right-hand side, we have two images. So let's break these elements down step by step. First of all, at the top, we have customer reviews for social proof, right? So basically just a couple of review stars and then the amount of customers. So super easy to do. What's a bit more challenging to do is to write a really great value proposition. So the way that I like to think about it is you basically want to have just a couple words just around a sentence as a desire related headline, right? And then underneath that, you want to have 2 to 3 sentences that have a unique value proposition that explains the solution to the problem that they have. So let's read through this. Right? This is the product, as you can see, the Wonder Mask, which is basically skincare for the face. And then the desire-related headline is, reveal your most radiant glow. And then how we explain it underneath in just 1 to 2 sentences is, say hello to the Wonder Mask, your new secret weapon to your no-filter beauty and the holy grail of fresh, clean, and impurity-free skin and body. So basically what we do here is first in this one sentence it's almost like a call to action, right? With the first word being reveal, right? It's something that you already have, right? Reveal. And then we say, reveal your most radiant glow. So we basically play on the idea that they already have this inside of them and they just need to get it out. And this product, this offer that we have for them helps them do this. So reveal your most radiant glow is basically a desire-related headline, right? And if you look at this, this is the biggest text, right, from the copy. So this is what's going to grab the attention. Our prospect will land on this. We'll have a look at this phase, the product, and then just skim through this and read this. So this is how you want to think about the headliners. You have to write it so desirable where you either hit a pain point or a desire. So that they really want to take an action and continue staying on the page and understand more about the product. This headline, right, grabs their attention. Then basically what you do underneath is, in basically 2, maximum 3 sentences, you expand on this headline, right? This just talks about the desire or the pain. This doesn't even talk about the product or the offer. So here what we do is we basically introduce the product, right? Say hello to the Wonder Mask. So we introduce the product to them. And then what we do is we basically say, what is this, right? Like, what is this product doing? This product that we have for you is the new secret weapon to reach your desired situation. basically. And then, so your new secret weapon to your no filter beauty and the holy grail of fresh, clean, and impurity-free skin and body. So basically what we do here is we introduce the product and we position it as the unique mechanism that gets them to their desired situation. And their desired situation is this fresh, clean, and impurity-free skin and body. So that's everything that you have to do, right? You don't need to overcomplicate the copywriting of this or the first section. You just basically want in 2 to 3 sentences be able to explain the whole value of your offer. You shouldn't need way more than 2 to 3 sentences to grab somebody's attention, right? So this is what you need to focus on. Then underneath that, we basically have an appealing call to action, which is transform your skin now. And then underneath that, we just have a bunch of these, I like to call them product and store benefits to create trust. So you can see it's cruelty-free and vegan, hassle-free returns, toxic-free, sustainably made, instant beauty filter, improved skin texture, and all of that stuff. So these all build trust. And then what you can see here, basically, you always in this first section want to show key customer avatars that are using the product. So the way that I like to think about this, and this is also why we show 2 different personas here, is let's say for beauty, skincare, supplements, basically for whatever product you have, and you're going to see this on the other landing page too. For whatever product you have, you're going to have a couple of key customer avatars. And the way that you want to think about it is that your prospect needs to be able to relate to the people you show on the website. And one big mistake that I see a lot of brands doing is that they just show 1 model or 2 models, right? And let's say, for example, we would only show this blonde white girl on the landing page, but then we have a prospect that's scrolling through this, and the prospect may has a darker skin tone or different brunette hair or dark hair, right? She wouldn't be able to resonate with this model. So that you can see here, we already have 2 different models in the first section with different hair, with different skin color, skin structure that both use the product, just so we can make sure that we already show different custom avatars that the prospect is able to resonate with. And this also gets the point across of this is an amazing product because it basically works for every skin. So that's the first section. Second section. In the second section, what we are doing here is we start talking about the offer and the details and basically what it does. So here you want to showcase what's inside your product and why that is beneficial for the consumer. So again, remember, you always have to answer the question, what is in it for me? So you want to make it visually appealing so you can underline what you write with the images. Basically what we do here, right? This is the section, just so you can have a first look at the section. And then I'm going to explain it in a second. You can see that we have a headline, we have a bit more text, and then we have these 3 images. So basically, again, what we have here at the top is another desire-related headline. Perfect face minus the filters. So basically, we always play with this idea of you don't need a filter, you don't need to use Instagram, you don't need to have perfect lighting. We're going to give you the perfect face with this product. And then here you can see we have the first paragraph that's basically a longer form paragraph where we break down the product ingredients and tie the ingredients to the benefits for the customers. So this is also one exercise that you should become really good at as a brand owner is you want to look at your product, you want to look at the product features and what the product is, and then every single product feature or every single product ingredient, you want to tie it to a benefit for the customer. So basically that's what we do here. So we say, unlock the secret to youthful and radiant skin with our Wonder Mask 5-in-1 superhero facial regimen, the all-in-one solution to your skin problems. Our powerful natural complex of vitamins A, C, and E deeply cleanses to regulate excess oil and reduce the appearance of spots, leaving you with a clean and radiant complexion. Say goodbye to dull-looking skin and hello to revitalized youthful glow with Wonder Mask. That's, again, here, right? We talk a bit more about the product. We tie it again to the desires. And then here we start breaking down what's inside. It has different vitamins, and this is what they're doing basically. Then you can see, again, we showcase more customer avatars using the product. And then what we do down below here is we basically have a before versus after comparison, right? We have the current state of the customer, right? Clogged pores, impurities, dark complexion, and then we have the desired situation. Smooth, blemish-free face with better radiance. So we basically have this before versus after, and then the product is the vehicle that takes them from A to B. And that's basically the point that we want to get across. And then what we do underneath is we include press releases to build more authority and trust. So this is section number 2. So section number 3. What I always like to do as the second, third, or fourth section is showcase some form of testimonials. So basically what you do with testimonials, this is pretty obvious, but I still want to explain it. You build trust, and trust is super, super important. And I'm going to give you one golden nugget for the testimonials, which is that what you can do with the testimonials is not only show random testimonials, but basically with every single testimonial, solve one objection that the customer has. Right? So at the top, again, we have this headline of, hey, we have hundreds of thousands of happy customers. And then what we do down here is we showcase different testimonials. So basically what you can do with these testimonials is talk about a pain point or solve an objection or something like that. So just for example, this testimonial in the middle. My skin is very prone to blemishes. The Wonder Mask has kept them at bay for the time being. I'm so happy I'm finally using an all-natural skincare that actually works as advertised, right? So for example, an objection could be, hey, all of these brands, they have the greatest claims, but then I buy the product and it doesn't come the way that it's supposed to. So this is a really great testimonial, right? Where we say, hey, just from Carla saying this, hey, the products actually come as advertised and they actually work like what you read on this page. And basically the way that testimonials work is that it's not something that we as the brand say, it's something that our customers say about us. And this is why the social proof is so much more powerful. So yeah, this is probably basically section number 3. Beneath that, we have section number 4. So let's have a quick look at this. This is the section. Basically, what we do here is we have almost like a listicle in the whole landing page. So here we give the prospect 5 easy to understand reasons why this offer will get them towards their desired situation. And these benefits are always structured the same way. We have the desired situation as a keyword, we have a short headline, and then we have a long description. We always tie it to an image. So here again, we show different customer avatars. As you can see, these are completely different models. Then we basically have the desired situation as a keyword. Then we have just a quick headline of what it does. And then we have a longer form paragraph, right? So again, if you look at this just high level, you can see 5 transformative benefits. And without even reading it, you see a couple of happy, smiling customers. And then if I just skim through the text, I see balances skin, closes pores effectively, better skin health, right? Without having to read all of this. And then if the prospect is really interested, they can start reading all of this stuff. So that's basically how this section works. Okay, so the next section is the offer section. So basically, pretty straightforward. What do? We give them the offer. So at the top, we have a limited time deal to create urgency to act, right? You can see limited time offer. You can get $30 off, and this is a countdown timer. Then again, we basically have social proof at the top. We have a 1-sentence value proposition. We show them the price and the savings. We show them 4 bullet points with different benefits. We again have urgency and social proof. We have an appealing call to action, and then we have payment providers to build trust. So this is basically the offer section, right, that we have. And then obviously we show different product images here. This is probably the most straightforward section. I would just, again, high level, the most important stuff is the offer, that you basically have some form of limited time offer where you create urgency to act. And then again, just the most important stuff, right? Like the reviews, the value proposition, the benefits, great product images, call to action, again, a bit of urgency here. And that's basically the most important stuff for the offer section. So underneath this offer section, we just then have a quick section where we basically differentiate coconut beauty from competitors, and we give them different USPs just so we can get this point across, like, hey, you cannot get this product anywhere else. You need to buy this product from us. So basically we say, hey, the coconut difference, and then we give them a bunch of USPs that we have with this brand. So this is also a really great section. It's not super complex, and you can just apply this for any brand. Then underneath this, we basically have a how-to section. In this section, you basically want to get the point across of how easy it is to be utilizing the product and how easy it is to get results. So what we can do here is, if they, from this section, didn't click already and bought it, right? What we're going to do here is we're going to future paste the prospect and make them imagine themselves using the product, right? So here you can see somebody actually using the product, and then we say 4 easy steps to healthier skin. What do you have to do? Right? Cleanse, apply, wait, wash. So basically what we do with this section is we just want to make it seem stupid simple to use this product, apply this product, and get the results that we promise. Yeah, so this is basically this section. Then another section, this is specific for coconut beauty because they have the so-called coconut club, where you can join a subscription, and then every single month you can get new products, which is what we're going to break down here. Again, this is super specific for coconut, so in this case I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But if you have any other offer or something similar to this, you can again use a section like this. So section underneath, right? Reviews. Again, what you're going to see on this landing page is that we have multiple sections that are just showing the reviews and social proof elements, because trust is everything. So basically, again, pretty similar to the section that we've went through here, just in a different design. We show the different testimonials, and what's just important really quickly is that you obviously always want to give 5 stars. You want to show a face, check mark, to create trust that these are real people. That's just some important stuff for the reviews. Underneath that, we have UGC content. So what I love doing is using UGC content from your community. You will have a bunch of content from your customers or even from UGC agencies that you use as content from the ads that show real people. So again, this is just some different UGC content that we have here to get the point across that not everything is from us, the brand, but this is what real customers say about the brand. Then the next section is basically just another product benefit section where we talk about the product benefits. Again, we just list them, right? We show the product, we talk about the brand, and we say why our brand is amazing and why it's so unique, like, right? Like, why are we different? Underneath that, we have a section with press releases. So we have multiple press releases, which are great for social proof. So again, similar concepts to the reviews. We basically just want to have also like reviews, but not from customers, but basically from press. This can be magazines, this can be TV shows, this can be other authority figures, influencers, whatever. And again, even underneath here, we have another section from Instagram where we show influencers using the product. And then basically the last section is just the newsletter section to collect email addresses and nourish the leads. But yeah, this is basically the whole page, as you can see. What I think is really interesting to get the point across is we only really have 2 to 3 sections about the product, and the rest is just proof and trust. So you can see this is about the product, this is about the product, this is trust, this is about the product. Then we have the offer, and then we just have more trust sections, make it look easy. Trust, right? So yeah, this is basically the whole landing page for coconut beauty. And yeah, I'm a super big fan of this. I really love what the team built here. This is the second landing page. Again, it's from the female company. They basically sell period panties. Maybe you're familiar with this product. It has been a super viral product, right? That a lot of people sold. It's basically underwear that women can wear during the period. And yeah, especially in the French market, this went super viral, and just general, a lot of really big players and brands pushed this product. So basically the first section again, and here you can see I broke it down into different parts and then explained every section in detail again. Again, starting with the section number 1, the most important section of all. So I'm not going to be reading out all of this, right? Or this again, but I just wanted to have it in here, right? So, because I'm going to be sharing this file with you underneath the video, just so you can, again, read through all of this yourself and apply it. So basically this time I'm just going to go about it a bit quicker than the last time, just because I don't want to say everything twice. But again, you can just open up this with the link underneath the video and go through this in all of the time you need. And here again, we just have every single section broken down and basically what's the most important stuff that you need to have in mind when building this section. So, as I said in the introduction of the video, I wanted to show you 2 landing pages, because the first landing page was for a product that more helps the customer get to a desired state. And the second landing page that we're going to dive into now is more for a product that solves a pain point, right? And which is also more of a functional and technical complexer product. So let's start with the first above the fold section, which is this. This is the landing page that we again used for paid acquisition, right? With the landing page templates that I like to break down, I like to talk about landing page that we actually use for Meta ads or Google ads, right? So basically here, and I really like also again what the team did here, is that what you can see at the top is an announcement bar where we already started building trust with reviews and the money back guarantee. And then what you can see here is in the background, we have a model wearing the product, right? And then we again have the value proposition, which is discover the pennies the internet goes crazy about. And what I like about this value proposition is that it introduces the product, the pennies, and it creates some form of viral factor, right? Because when you read this as a prospect, you think, well, this seems to be super viral. Why don't I know about it, right? So this creates the curiosity for you to spend more time on this page. And then what we do here in, again, 2 to 3 sentences is explain the product. So our underwear looks just like your favorite pair of panties, but it absorbs the same amount of liquid as up to 6 tampons would do. Keeps you safe even on your heaviest days. Can't believe that? Just try them out for up to 60 days. Not satisfied? Just get your money back. It's as easy as that. So in this quick paragraph, we just explained the whole value proposition of the product. It's basically underwear that you can use during your period, and you don't need to use tampons or anything else anymore. Which is a big, pain-solving product for the target audience. And then underneath that, again, we have a call to action saying discover our pennies. And then we have basically a trust-building section, because we show all of the different payment providers. So this is the hero section for this landing page. The second section that we have is the how-to section, which is super similar to the one down here, right? Again, so you can see that with a lot of these landing pages, we just plug and play these sections. So what you can see here is that it's basically a how-to guide where we say, hey, it only takes 3 steps to revolutionize your period. First, find your perfect match. So buy it. Second, order it, pay later. 3, experience the great benefits of the product. Then again, we have this badge of 60 days money back guarantee. We have the call to action of discover all of the panties. And then we have the trust building section again, where we show the payment providers. So again, super straightforward. Now, thirdly, we have the product details section, right? This is similar to what we have here in this section. So basically what we do, again, we show a model wearing the panties, and then we break it down, right? So the period panty everyone's talking about. 3 reasons why you need one yourself. Then we say, hey, menstruating people use up to 12,000 pads and tampons in their life on average. We give you something new. Cute looking period panties that keeps you secure in every day of the menstrual cycle. Then we have 3 benefits: no leakage, sustainable and high quality fabric. And then we say, show me all panties as another call to action. So that's basically the product detail section of how it works, why you should buy one. Then here as I said, it's a more functional technical product. It's quite new. So we have a product breakdown section where we talk about the fabric and how they basically work, right? So here again, we just show basically how it's made, and then we tie the features to benefits. And again, basically what we do is as it's such a new product, which is super technical and functional, there are also a lot of questions and objections, right? So one of the questions is this, what we saw here, right? No leakage. Because let's say you're a female and you think, hey, I've used tampons all of my life. Now there's this new product, a period panty, that tells me I don't use tampons anymore. Like, how does this work? Doesn't it leak, right? Or maybe you think, okay, if I use these panties, won't they be like weird or smelly or whatever, right? So basically they have a lot of objections and questions, which is what we're going to solve here in this section. The next section, again, is just a demo basically of how the product is arriving. We have a quick video, we show the panties, and then we basically explain how to utilize the product. And with all of these sections, I really think that you watching this and you have a more technical or more explanatory product, you can just basically put your product in this and change out the text or change out the images, right? If it's like a really technical product. So that's why I'm using this example. So here, you could also say like, how do you use whatever, this Apple Watch? How do you use this knee pain product, right? Like with everything that's solving a pain point and that's more like more of a technical product, you can use all of these sections and just put in your copy and your images or your videos. So basically this is a product demo section where we talk about how the product is surviving, how they need to use the product, and basically again, how they can use it in 3 easy steps. This again is super similar to this section, basically like the how to utilize the product. The next one, and I also really like this section, I mostly use it on every page. It's a bit similar to this one. It's basically a about us or story section where we showcase the founders. We talk about who's behind the brand just to give a face to the brand, and also make it more relatable. Again, this section is designed to create trust. Then the next section is like a testimonial, like another UGC section, again, similar to this, where we just took a bunch of videos from the community, right, and showcased them. We also had this badge from TikTok just to create trust, and then we showed different videos from the community, where we also talk about the pain points or the anxieties or the objections of the prospects. What you can see here, and this is why I'm making the connection always to this page, is that basically it's almost like identical sections, just a bit different with different content, but the idea of the section stays the same. Then what we have here is just a section that handles objections, right? This again is super important if you have a more technical, functional on your product. One of the biggest anxieties of the customer that we found in the customer research is that they thought about, okay, if I buy this product, aren't they going to feel like diapers, right? This is like by far the biggest objection that they had before buying the product, which is why we specifically made this section. So this is what I recommend you to do too, is do your customer research, talk to customers, talk to prospects, see what goes through their mind in the customer journey, and then handle the objections on the sales page or landing page, which is why we did it here. Just a page, just a section saying, hey, our period panties are not diapers. Promise. You won't feel any difference to your favorite undies. Our tech-enabled, absorbent gusset was designed to be comfy and discreet, never bulky or heavy. Just pop a pair on and go. Then again, we have a call to action, and then we give them the reviews from Trustpilot to, again, build trust. So yeah, that's section number 8. Section number 9 is then the offer section. Basically, it's a buy box, right? Where on the right-hand side, we showcase the product images. And then on the left-hand side, we give them a special offer where they can select a size. And then we basically give them like different tiered bundles. If you can make bundles, if you can sell multiple products, if you can bundle up like different parts together, I always recommend you to do, just because it's an amazing way of increasing the average order value. So that's basically what we did here. And then we also pre-selected the 5-pack, put the bestseller badge, and just made it the most favorable option. And then lastly, we have a FAQ section. Probably don't need to explain the idea of this too much. We just take the most asked questions and give them the answers. And then again, we have a newsletter section at the bottom. If they still are not convinced, or if they want to get more information or a discount code, then they can put in their email, and then you can nurture them. And now the next video, we're going to break down 3 product pages of client of ours. This is really the next level stuff. This is really, really cutting edge stuff that you're going to see. So enjoy. And then after this video, the last video that I have in this course is how to build all of these pages yourself. 3 product pages from the brands that I've been talking about now. And we're going to break them down step by step. So just to give you a high-level overview, Huel, as you probably know, is a company that sells a lot of supplements, a lot of protein stuff like protein powders, protein shakes. They also have greens. So basically, this is a fitness company. The second that we're going to talk about is Manico Nails. They basically sell this DIY nail doing set for girls at home. That's their main product. And then the third one we're going to break down is Vessi. They sell these comfortable sneakers that are waterproof. So I just wanted to take 3 different brands, 3 completely different products to showcase like also completely different product pages. They all work pretty well in their own sense. So let's get started with Huel here. I've also always linked the product page so you can check it out yourself if you just click on this link. Before we get started, another SOP that I want to mention is how to do great product images. So this is a 1-hour video that I've recorded with a great friend of mine called Justin. They basically run a huge Amazon studio where they are specialized in PPC and growth and image design. I'm also going to link it because it's basically a huge SOP with a great Notion document that basically explains how to build great product images that maximize conversion rates, right? So this is just a 1-hour video by itself. So I recommend you watch that and then afterwards watch this video. So now that we've talked about, the product images, the long story short for the product images is that you want to have around 6 to 10 images that convey the main value proposition, that build trust, that talk about the brand, show authority, and show social proof. So if we look at how Huel has done it, then you're going to see that every single product image, right, it's like a high-end product image and it has a certain value proposition or benefit, or talks about the product ingredients or benefits of the product for the customer, right, or certain value propositions, or it's going to showcase authority that endorses the product, or how to utilize the product and what's included in buying this product, right? So here you can see really great example for great product images. So basically the most important section is this first above the fold, right? So what you're going to see on most product pages is that on the left hand side they have all of these product images. What I really recommend you to do, and what Huel also did here, is to have a differentiation and the main value proposition on the first product image, right? Another thing that you can also do is list certain features and benefits on the first product image, right? So you have the product itself, you have the main value proposition here, and then you have certain benefits and features. And then, for example, what you can also see at the top left is that it has a small badge bestseller. And then what you're also going to find at the top in the announcement bar is that we have 3 benefits for shopping from Huel. Then on the right-hand side, we start with social proof, product title. We then have a 1-sentence value proposition. Then we have different badges, right? And then here we have the value proposition in a longer form text, right? So 3 to 4 sentences that break down the product and explain the main benefits for the customer. And then here basically we have the variant selector of all of the different flavors. You can also see that this looks amazing, really nice. And I already get hungry when I look at this, right? So if you say anything food supplement related, this is how you want to do it. Then what we have is I'm going to show this on the live page. We pre-select the subscribe and save option, right? So if you land on this page, you're going to see that the subscribe and save option is pre-selected, because obviously we want to push more people into the subscription so we can have a certain monthly recurring revenue and a higher lifetime value. So if you have a product, any consumable product, really, I would really recommend you do something like this, and then also pre-select it, and then also for the subscription have certain benefits, make it cheaper, right? Make it better than the one-time option. So you want to make this way sexier. Then what we have down below is basically the free shipping info, where we tell them, hey, if you spend over $65, you get a free delivery. Otherwise, it's $9, right? And then also down below, we have certain valuable bonuses that they get in this offer, which I also talk about in the other offer video, right? Where most of the times it's really good if you can make some form of bundle. So not only one product itself, but here, for example, add a shaker, add a t-shirt, just so it's a higher perceived value. Then also, I'm going to show this to you on the live page too. Basically what's included first, then how to use it, right? Basically a product demonstration of how to utilize the product. And then we also have another badge basically to build trust. So this is basically it. What you can also see, right, when I scroll down here, is that we have a sticky call to action that always gets us back to the main selection. So that's just what I wanted to show on the live page. Then basically what you can see is, again, we have the first product section with the main images, value proposition, the variant selector, subscribe and save, what's included. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more sections that I'm going to break down now. The big issue that I see, or the big problem that I see a lot of people doing, is they only have this first section and then they have reviews, right? And that's the whole product page. But that's not how you should build a product page, right? Most of the product pages that we build and work on have 5 to 8 sections. So we really are big believers in long form product pages. So what you can see here, the first section after just the product section, product description and variant selector, is basically this section where we talk about the main benefits and the main features and the main value proposition of the product, where we say this is a meal, not a protein shake, right? All the nutrients you need to thrive. And then we basically break down what's inside, how much it costs, and we further break it down. And what you're going to see here is, how do you want to come up with something like this, right? This is a meal, not a protein shake. Where this comes back to, you need to do research around your customer. Like, what objections do they have? What pain points do they have? What's important for them? And here, obviously, it's important. It's a great USP. It's a great differentiator to other companies that this is not a regular protein shake or protein powder, right? That this is a real meal. And that's why it's so important that you do the research, talk to your customers, talk to your prospects before really building these pages. The next section is basically really breaking down the details and the ingredients of the product, and also not only showcase the ingredients, but also talk about the benefit of every single ingredient, right? So for example, pea protein can help with muscle maintenance. Flaxseed has a lot of calcium, which helps with healthy metabolism. Brown rice protein, right? It's packed with great nutrients and contributes to cell membranes. So the idea here is that you show the different product ingredients and tie all of these ingredients to benefits for the customers. And again, we have if you look at this, you're going to find that we always have one headline that has a great value proposition, right? So if you would only scroll through this and you would just read the headlines, it's going to say, this is a meal, not a protein shake, formulated with natural beneficial superfoods, naturally delicious. So just through the headlines, we convey certain benefits and value propositions, right? So we basically get across the point, this is a meal, not a protein shake, this is natural, and this is delicious, right? So here, for example, this is a shorter section where it just says natural delicious, no artificial flavors, no artificial colors, 100% vegan, plant-based protein, yada, yada, yada. Then what we always like to have is a recommendation section where we say something, hey, we know you're going to like these products too, or these work really perfect with this product that you've been looking at. And then we just showcase different products here. I would always recommend one bundle, right? So you can have a high AOV like $110 and you also have a price anchor of $110, and then afterwards just single other products. Here you can see they range from 28 to 58 where we can cross-sell the customer on. Then what we have is basically a social proof section where you can see on the left-hand side we have the review stars. We say 3 million happy customers, over 400 million meals sold. And then on the right-hand side you can see that we have different testimonials from happy customers. Then below that we have celebrity endorsements, right? Recommended by top performers, nutrition experts. We are the world's #1 complete nutrition brand, and then you can see basically different testimonial endorsements from celebrities, which also builds a great trust. If you don't have something like this because you're a smaller brand or you're just getting started, then just make sure to showcase certain stories from maybe an influencer or like some form of authority figure that you can use. And then we basically end this page with the FAQ and objection handling, right? So if I'm just going to scroll down here on the live page, you can see that we basically have all of these different questions. And here again, this is really based around the customer research, where you just want to ask your customers or prospects, what questions do they have? What hasn't been answered yet for you? Like what do you want to know more about? And then you want to put them at the bottom of your page. So as you can see, this is the whole product page, really, really high end, works really amazing. Now we're going to break down the second product page, which is from Manika Nails. Again, if you want to check it out, just copy and paste the URL. And then because it's a German brand, just click translate to English, and then you can see everything in English. So this is basically the whole product page that we are going to look at together now and break down all of the elements. So first of all, again, this is also an amazing example for a great cold-friendly offer. So I highly suggest you the video. Watch the video that I've linked here, because I also break down the whole idea of the cold-friendly offer here. And what you can see also is they have, I mean, it's German now, so you're not going to understand it, but you can see that they also have a bunch of really, really great high-end product images where basically every single image has a certain goal in mind. Every single image gets across a value proposition, a benefit, or builds trust with the customer, right? So let's break this down together. Again, what you're going to see in this first product section is we have the product title. We start with social proof, and then we basically here have buy more, get more free. So basically, right, you can switch here and then it's going to become more expensive, but you also get more free, right? Then what we have is a price anchor with $93, but now it's $59, which is a 36% saving. And then we also have these product benefits here. Right? So I'm just going to show you what this looks like on the live page. Basically, you click on here and then you select the different colors that you like, right? So this would be the regular offer where you get 3 + 1 free. And then what we do here is we have an upsell, right? So you get 25% if you select another color, right? And then you can really easily just add more and more and more, which is going to make it, yes, more expensive, obviously. And then also here, we show them what's already removed in the set, which is the LED lamp, right? Which is the remover pen. And then we just basically have this call to action. We have the shipping time, right? We have the payment providers, all to build trust. And then we have some more, a bit similar to here, right? But this is more product related benefits, and this is general more store benefits. Then what we will have is a product information section, right? And then how to apply it. So basically here we show them how to apply everything. We have a GIF here, which basically shows how to use it. So a product demonstration is always really, really great. Then what you're going to see down below here is that we basically have this section where we show in which magazines or in which PR we have been focused. And then a really great section that you're going to find here is we basically have this VSL that explains in just 2 minutes what is Manika Nails, right? Like what is the brand, what is the product, why is it great, why do women love this product? And then it's just like a explanation VSL here that takes 2 minutes. And then what you're going to see here also just in the first couple of seconds is they look so happy, right? I mean, I've just been freestyling it a bit now, but as you can see, if you want to, if you just want to see it in Figma, I have all of the explanations to everything here too. So after the VSL, basically, we again have product benefits, right? Like just a quick section. And this is what I've talked about earlier, if you remember here, right? This is what design is great for. So instead of just having a text, we can here really design it nicely. We can have these icons that get across the point. And here we just have 4 different benefits about the product. And then basically, if you look at the whole section, right, let's make it a bit bigger. Product details section, then we have this section. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you can see we have 11 different sections, right? So again, I'm a really big believer in long form product pages. So what you're going to see here is that this first section is basically the main value proposition, right? Selling beautiful nails in minutes from home. Experience the nail polish revolution for yourself with Gel Polish 2.0. Our starter set contains everything you need to get perfect salon quality nails that last for 3 weeks. We have already beautified over 1 million nails. Thousands of happy customers trust us with flawless manicures with gel strips. And then we have an image here, right? So this first section is getting across the main value proposition. Then what we have, again, a bit similar to this section here, we have Glamour, which is a pretty big German magazine, endorse the product, right? And say that this is a really, really great product. And then afterwards, we just do objection handling. Right? So certain objections here from the customers are, for example, well, if I just do this at home, I'm not a professional. Is this really going to work for me? Right? So this is why here we showcase in the first section, this is ideal for everyone, even for beginners, even for short nails, right? It's basically for everyone. It's easier and faster than ever, and it's really salon quality that you can do from home in just a couple of minutes. Super, super easy. Right, so this is the first section that we have here. Second section, that objection that prospects have is, well, if I do this at home, if I do everything myself, are they really going to be there for the long run? Right, like what if I clean? What if I use them? Like, am I going to destroy them? Right, and this is why we say protection against everyday stress. They're resistant and durable. You are going to have up to 3 weeks of holds without chipping, cracking, anything. Right, like these are suitable for every nail type, even short and soft nails, and they offer you additional stability. So here you can see we solve 2 big objections. So this is also what I really like to recommend on product pages, is to have sections just for the main objections. And then basically we have a section here where we showcase the founding team and the people working about it. I also, especially for brands that are, let's say, like 7 or 8 figures, right? I mean, even also for the 9-figure brands, I always like to have a section where you just showcase the team, right? Because this builds a personal connection between the prospect and you as a brand, and that also creates more trust, right? So here they just talk about, hey, we are Manico Nails. We really focus on having beauty, really delivering on a great product that's going to give you beautiful nails, right? And this is our main mission. This is our vision. This is what we're working on. Then again, frequently asked questions section. I've talked about it on Huel, so I'm not going to break it down again. But again, just the main questions, you want them answered here. And then down below, we have the customer reviews, which is also pretty straightforward. And then again, we have more products. As you can see here, same principle like we did it with Fuel. We show a bundle first to have it as a price anchor with $69. And then we just showcase cheaper products that you can see here for $39, $16, or $17, just to increase the average order value. And this is basically the whole product page. So the next product picture we're going to look at is from Vessi. Again, Vessi sell these comfortable sneakers that are waterproof. That's their main value proposition. And you can see they have it for women, they have it for men, they have it for kids. They have a pretty big collection at this point. And what you're also going to find is, interestingly enough, that they basically have women and men on the same product page. So it's easy to switch through them. right? I see a lot of brands putting women and men products on different pages, and then you have to go through different collections. And this makes it a whole lot easier, which is great. So you can really have a smoother customer journey, a quicker customer journey, right? So if you sell sneakers, shoes, fashion, and you have products for multiple personas, right, or multiple genders, could also be interesting to keep it on the same page. Especially if it's sneakers. I wouldn't do it with like leggings or something, but with sneakers, that's completely fine. So let's break this down together. Product section, pretty similar to the other ones from the first product section. So as you can see here, we have the main value proposition here. It's 100% waterproof. You get free shipping. We have the product title. We have the social proof review stars. We have the price. Here, what's interesting is that we link to another product, right? So if you rather want to have the product as a high top sneaker, not a low top sneaker, it's super easy for them to just get to the other product page, right? And then we have the main value proposition in just one sentence. And this ties back to great research, right, around what your customer wants. So here it says tough on the outside, cozy on the inside, sneaker-like comfort meets the grip and support you need for everyday adventures. And then you can basically select between man or woman sneaker, can select different colors, and then you can select the size. So one thing, what you've just seen here, just if you left, order soon. This is pretty great. You can do this on any fashion brand, sneaker brand, jewelry brand, whatever, that as soon as they select the variant, you have something like this called scarcity, right? Where you say, hey, we just have a few left, we just have one left, we just have 5 left, whatever, you should order soon, right? What you should also have on top of this one is a fit guide. So a fit guide or measuring size or something like that, that makes it really easy to choose the product. And then especially for sneakers, this is something that we've also implemented with them, is if it's if you have half sizes or if you don't have half sizes, you also need to give them some information around that. Then what you're going to see is add to cart. Obviously, we split it up in different payments. Then what we also say, we link again. So here we link to the high top, here we link to the collection. So if you want to look at more black sneakers, you can do that here. And then one of the A/B tests that we've ran that worked amazingly well, that made them hundreds of thousands of additional revenue, is this here, right? Where we implemented a product review slider here in this first product detail section. And this just did an amazing job. And then if you click here, you're going to be thrown to the bottom of the page, right? But we basically looked at the page and we saw that social proof is super important for the customer with the customer research, which is why we wanted to have it in the first product section and not just at the bottom of the product section. Again, what you see here is we have a sticky call to action, which also I highly recommend on any product page. Then basically product images, pretty straightforward. We have different images of the shoe, and then we also show it in action, and then we also have a quick video of the shoe, right, and showcasing the product. Let's scroll down a bit here. We then have the product features section. We have a size and fit guide. We have a care guide, and we talk about free shipping and return. Let's scroll down a bit. We showed them different products. Let's say you have like a really wide product portfolio or wide product range where it's really about style and design and all of that. You can have the different products higher on the page, right? If you remember Huel or Manico nails, the other products at the bottom of the page. Here, because it's really about style and design, we put it higher on the page just so that they can also get inspired here by like other shoes. Then what we have is basically a section where we just talk about all of the product benefits. So waterproof, cloud-like comfort, cushioning midsole, easy on and off, lightweight, enhanced traction. And then what we do is we showcase the product image and then we highlight all of the product details, right? So this is also what I really like. If you remember, Huel had it pretty similar with the product ingredients. Then what we have here is a video showcasing the product, right? This is going to be an action video. This is what I also... yeah, recommend for any fashion brand. Here you can see it in action. This is pretty great because it showcases all of the benefits and also showcases, again, here other products. Then what you're going to see is here 4 different sections that also have like detailed shots of the product and just showcase always one benefit or one value proposition. So here, for example, fully waterproof because of the Dymer text net, engineered to keep water out but large enough to let sweat and heat escape. Enhanced traction, right? You have extra grip. You can take this into the nature. You can walk on trails. It's really comfortable, right? So we have rebound cushioning that makes each step like walking from cloud to cloud, and we have it easy on and off. We have these pull tabs at the back that make it super easy to wear, right? Then we have the product review section, and then again another FAQ section that's basically the whole product page from Weische. So now, as promised, I'm going to show you the software we use so you really get an understanding of how you can build them yourself. So basically for everything we use Replo, which is a native Shopify app that perfectly integrates into Shopify, and we use it to build all of the pages that I've just shown you, right? So you can really easily do this yourself. So just sign up, install it in Shopify, and then you're going to have an overview like this, right? And the great thing about Replo is you have tons and tons of templates. So you're going to have an overview like this where you can just click on the page, right? And then you can either start from scratch, but the real juice is in those templates, right? So I'm gonna just take a second to load up all of these templates. And as you can see here, that the Replo team did an amazing job at just building tons and tons of templates that are just plug and play, and you can just use all of these templates, right? So even some of the pages that we've went through today in this course are in here already as a template, right? So you can just click on anything if you like it and then add it to your library, right? So let's say you say supplements, you just click here, create new page, supplement page, and then you create it, and then it's going to load up right here. Yes, and then you could even update everything, right? Like this is not connected to a Shopify store, but you could just use it to update everything. And otherwise you already have the whole page ready to rock, right? And then it's super easy, just like every editor, it's drag and drop. So this is just going to, right, like the images and the text and the pricing and everything is obviously going to come from your Shopify backend. But let's say with this here, right, it's super easy. You just click into it and you just write something else, right? You can just click into it, or even with the images, you can just click here, right? On the image, and then you can just change the image, and yeah, you can just basically take everything from your Shopify backend, or you can upload something and just change it in here, right? And then you always have the desktop version and the mobile version, so you can see everything. So it's just amazing. And now back to the whole template section, right? They literally have like the complete advertorials from big brands that you can take. So you don't have to design anything. You don't have to develop anything. You just have to click on the template and plug and play your text and images into it. Everything from supplements to like home pages for jewelry, right? Or great landing pages. As you can see, like this is completely ready to rock just with your content in it, or even listicles, right? So this is all amazing. Hope you enjoyed this video. You're going to find all of the resources in the Google document down below. And then if you have any comments, any feedback, just put a comment. I read through all of the comments, and I hope this was really valuable for you. If it was, please share it with friends of yours, with other marketers, so we can help each other out.